Hi, today we're going to be taking an unboxing review look at BEYWARRiORS Shogun Steel. Not to be confused with BEYWARRiORS BEYWATERS, which was like, a little card that had going quite like a little coin type of disc, almost into a doll, complete Beyblade. No, this is the Shogun Steel version. And not to be confused with the other Beyblades that were Bay wheels that was just a giant tire, which was completely ridiculous. I think Bay Waders was a little bit more fun than Bay Wheels, but this is from the Shogun Steel series. So in Japan it was known as Beyblade Zero G, which actually made a lot more sense because, how the tops were with the base stadiums, with the zero gravity type of things where the base, as the Bey would spin, the base stadiums would actually move and spin along with the Beyblades, which was pretty cool in the Zero G series. But the Shogun Steel series that we, been changed over here to America as Shogun Steel doesn't quite really make sense, I mean, there's only a couple bays that really looks Shogun Steelish, like something like E-flat, which looks kind of like, a demon. How to explain him? He looks more like a samurai shogun demon. And the only other one that looks somewhat ear to it is Ninja Salamander or Shinobi Salamander in the Japanese one of Zero G series. All the other ones in Shogun Steel, they just don't really make sense for the name Shogun Steel. Because Shogun is more like Japanese Shogun era, where you had the samurais, you had the shoguns, you had the shinobis, slash ninjas, and yeah, doesn't really make much sense, okay? But yeah, this one is from that. So yeah, it is BW-10D GUARDiAN LEViATHAN. Feel the steel. And it has this little gimmick here. Nice that they got the little GUARDiAN LEViATHAN's like Bit Beast quest symbol. It's an endurance attack type. Included one 5-piece BEYWARRiOR battery, whipcord, assembly instructions, collector card, battle online, BeybladeBattles.com. I'll put a link down below in the description there. On the back here, warrior weapons, GUARDiAN, endurance, battle cord, LEViATHAN, endurance, Shogun tip, endurance, spin and smash into a new dimension of Beyblade battles with weapon-armed creatures to customize and collect. So yeah, and then here's the Octagon Showdown Battle Set. And by the way, you don't need to get this set to battle with these guys, which is really nice. Like it says here, only use BEYWARRiOR battlers with a base stadium. Then you can buy the base in JoJo Stadium. And what's cool is you can use any other base stadiums that you have. So, like the base stadiums for like your original Beyblades, like these ones, you can use those base stadiums for these Beyblades to play with these Beyblades, which is really awesome. It's not like, oh man, you know what, I got this, I can't use it because I got only use this base stadium. No, like they're saying, you got base stadiums, use this one with it, which is, like I said, a nice thing that they did there. It's not like, oh, now I gotta go and buy a special base stadium just to battle with these ones. No. So it's got the D-Lights, made by Hasbro, and it has a WBBA. If you didn't know, WBBA now stands for World Beyblade Association. And before, it's just known as BBA, Beyblade Battle Association. Now it's the World Beyblade Battle Association. They are coming out with new Beyblade series coming out. Beyblade Burst, which is like a 3-piece Bey top. Looks pretty awesome. And if you get the star sets, you get like this little thing that's almost like the Bey pointer. Except it's going to go and attach to a smartphone, so you could be linked to like a worldwide network, I guess, for like the cloud system. That's how I feel it's gonna work. You can also use your Bay pointer system thing as, you know, like a grip extension. So I like how the card's in this plastic instead of being, you know, in the little baby that they usually put in. Now the card looks a little bit smaller than what you would get with the usual Beyblade one. So that's your code to go online. But yeah, the whole thing about the burst system, and here's your instruction sheet. You know, hold in left hand with from behind barrier, web multiple times. You could change the arm position and stuff. But yeah, like I was saying, with the whole burst system, it's a 3-piece top. It doesn't have a face bolt on it. It looks a little dull, but I like the fact that you try breaking the other Beyblade, you know, when it comes off into pieces, the 3 pieces when it loses the battle. That seems pretty cool for that little feature that you have. So yeah, here is GUARDiAN LEViATHAN. So LEViATHAN really doesn't look too much like a Leviathan. He looks more like a cross between a phoenix and a tiger with somewhat of a chicken? It looks more like a rooster with a tiger than a Leviathan. But yeah, I definitely did like his little claw feature. It's nice that these are translucent rubbery plastic bit here. But yeah, as you can see on the bay wheel here, they try mimicking the actual Beyblade top. As you can see, the face and then the face, and then if we spin it back a bit, right there, as you can see, there's where the crystal comes up, and that's kind of what they tried to do here, the crystal. So it's nice that they did incorporate, you know, the actual bay wheel in here, and this is kind of a metal alloy. So yeah, the whole idea is, you know, you could take them apart, take their heads off, take their arms, and then you could switch it into different barrel positions, so it's kind of got like a claw up, or like it's going to hold something. And to remove the little performance tip, you just squeeze on 2 sides there a bit. Some of them are a bit harder to get off. This one's a little bit hard. Doesn't quite want to come off. But they do come off. I think after you polish them for a while, just removing them off, it gets a lot easier. But you know, you could mix it up with other ones. Let's see. You could just take the little performance tip off. And, you know, let's take off his hand and his head. And let's just kind of mix him up a bit. So, you know, you could put that head on there. And this hand. And kind of have something crazy going on. And let me get the other one put back together again. Bit difficult to get. There we go. So yeah, here's the Tomy Beyblade Zero G Compact Bay Launcher with the Type 2 whipcord, you know, that came with it. Now you can take this whipcord and install it into the compact launcher, right? But you cannot take the Type 2 0G one and put it in there. No, it has to be this one. And come on. There we go. So let me kind of clear this off a bit. So the whole idea of this is that you're supposed to take it and web it up a couple times. And then they're supposed to spin into battle like that. And if you want, can you still do like the original Beyblades, where it's 3, 2, 1, let it whip. Or in Japan and China and Thailand, all those things, it's 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Yeah, you could just pull it out and let it spin. As you can see how it spins, that's how it's supposed to spin. But now let's do the little battle feature, You take 2 Beyblades and you put them into a thing. So, and yeah, they don't really spin when they hit each other. Which is kind of a shame. I mean, the whole idea is for them, to go and spin around. Oh, one way. There we go. So the whole idea is, for them to go in the thing and, spin around, like, how they were spinning. And the idea is, both of them are supposed to be spinning around, smashing and bashing, hitting each other, slapping each other upside the head and the face and across the back and stuff. And what they do, they're just like, pretty much like this, just like, oh, you know what? We're just going to stand here looking at each other and have our little bay wheels just spinning around. Which is kind of a horrible thing, considering that they're supposed to be like, both of them are supposed to be spinning around like how, they actually little Beyblade tots with 2 tots would go into battle, they spin, they hit each other. If it hits the side, it might knock the other one back, or may try to stop it from spinning or stunning it. Lose spin power, momentum, cover more area into the ground, try to go and not out of the base stadium. That's kind of how these ones were supposed to work. And they don't. So yeah. So yeah, that's everything that you get with the unboxing of BEYWARRiORS Shogun Steel BW-10D GUARDiAN LEViATHAN EA Endurance Attack Type. Remember to rate, subscribe, and leave a comment. Alright, thanks, bye.